Action Jackson, Lamar's got a stacked resume, but one notable absence is a Super Bowl appearance. The two-time MVP entering his 8th season in the NFL, currently at camp, working hard to make sure this is the year he can finally get over that hump. Our own Kevin Clark was also at Ravens camp. He spoke with John Harbaugh, who had high praise for his QB. Kevin putting in work. Take a listen.
He is a historically good passer, and that's really quite a statement because of the narrative that's been surrounding him ever since the beginning. Lamar Jackson can throw the football. He can throw it every kind of way. He can make every kind of throw any kind of way you want. He's as good as any passer that there's ever been, and I think now the numbers are proving that.
Okay, so that interview is from the most recent episode of This Is Football with Kevin Clark, and it's live on YouTube and wherever you find your podcasts, so look out for that. Great job by you, Kevin.
Thank you.
RC, tell me this. Where does Lamar rank as a top passer in this league? Because you know that's the area people always criticize.
Right. So if you look at, let's not even talk about this league. If you look at interception to touchdown ratio or interception ratio per pass, only Aaron Rodgers ranks ahead of Lamar Jackson in the history of football. When you look at highest QBR, higher passer rating in the history of the sport, Aaron Rodgers has the first and the second. Peyton Manning is third, and then there's Lamar Jackson. So when John Harbaugh is talking about the numbers bearing out that Lamar Jackson is historically one of the greatest passers that have ever lived, then that's true. But none of it matters. We all agree Lamar Jackson is one of the greatest talents to ever play any position in this league. He's one of the best quarterbacks we have ever seen, and still he needs to win the big game. John Harbaugh recently said that the people who are saying that it's Super Bowl or bust for the Ravens are unequivocally wrong. And for the organization and for the team, that may be true. This is an organization that has 2 Super Bowls. This is a head coach that has a Super Bowl. There is a quarterback there that can make the argument that during his tenure as the Baltimore Ravens quarterback, he's the best player that's playing football that can't be counted as one of the greats because he hasn't not only won a Super Bowl, he actually hasn't won a big playoff game. And so until that happens, we can all agree that he's one of the best passers. We can all agree that he's one of the greatest players, but he will never be in a conversation with the Peyton Mannings and with the Drew Breeses and with the Aaron Rodgers if he doesn't win a Super Bowl, and that has to happen.
Stephen A.
Out here in Hollywood, there was something that was being filmed a few weeks ago. It's finished. It's going to be edited, and the Michael Jackson movie is going to come out by the great director and producer Antoine Fuqua. I bring that up because when I listened to RC just now, I mean, damn it, he was moving. Kevin, did you see him moving better than Michael Jackson?
That was unbelievable.
God rest his soul. I mean, moonwalking around the issues.
Unbelievable.
It was absolutely, it's spectacular. That is not, we didn't have this is not a conversation about how Lamar Jackson's got to get it done. It's a specific question. Top passes, not top quarterback, not top champion, top passes. That was the exact specific question. It's right there in the lower.
Okay, wait. But, no. Just because you're the executive producer, you can't have it both ways. We can't ask a question about does the marriage between Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin work? Can this be a playoff team? And then your entire answer be about the fact that you're not going to let Aaron Rodgers create this narrative that people are disrespecting Mike Tomlin.
Ryan Clark.
That wasn't the question.
Ryan Clark.
So say it.
I have no recollection of that. I have no recollection. I have no recollection. I have no recollection. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay? I don't know what you're talking about. So let's deal with this moment right here. Lamar Jackson as a passer, okay? The brother is electrifying as a quarterback because he's a dual threat. He can run so spectacularly with the football that, you know what, you can't load up in the secondary against this brother. You got to have spies. You got to have somebody trying to get to him. I mean, even when they got a clean shot at him, they're doing it with caution because that's how electrifying he is. So him throwing under duress for him is a bit different than it being for other people who are more stationary. Dare I say, that's number one. Number two. Joe Burrow is a better pure passer of the football. Patrick Mahomes is a better pure passer of the football. Josh Allen is a better pure passer of the football. Matthew Stafford is a better pure passer of the football.
That's not true.
And one could argue Jared Goff.
That's not true. That is not true.
Isn't a better passer. I didn't say a better quarterback.
They are better. No, it's different. It's different things. They are better throwers of the football. They're more fluid throwers. They're more familiar. That is not a better passer.
That's what I'm saying.
No, listen,
listen.
Because here's the thing. I know a lot of people that can throw that can't pass, right? We say completing a pass. We don't say completing a throw, because passing the football is about what the actual success rate of the pass is. It's not, hey, I'm back here, I throw, it looks the right way, I'm just sitting in the pocket, right? So when Sam Hubbard rushes Lamar Jackson and he stiff arms him to the ground and he rolls out and he completes a pass for a touchdown, that's not just about the throw. That's about completing the pass. All of those things that Lamar Jackson.
Not necessary. All I'm saying is I was talking throwing. That's what I meant.
Okay,
sorry.
I got you.
That's what I'm saying. I got it. You explained to me. I was only talking throwing. That's all I was talking about.
Okay.
That's it. I understand the difference between throwing and passing. I appreciate the explanation, because I was talking about throwing, literally throwing, as opposed to just passing. I got it. No problem.
There is no one on planet Earth who's ever been better statistically when a play goes for over 3 seconds than Lamar Jackson, because of how destabilized the defense is. He led the NFL last year in wide open throws. Why? It's not because he had the best receiving core in the NFL. It's because he's moving around. Defenses don't know what to do. They don't know where to respect the run or the pass. The offensive line is good, and all of a sudden, somebody's wide open. Oh my God, Zay Flowers is wide open by 10 yards. We saw that. The numbers bear that out. Pure throwing, when you're talking about pure passing, pure throwing, whatever you want to call it, past 10 yards in the air last year, 18 touchdowns, 1 interception. That proves to me that John Harbaugh is right. He is as good as anyone who's ever passed a ball in the sport of football. I think he has to win a Super Bowl.
All I'm asking,
in order.
Can he win a Super Bowl?
All I'm asking you. All I'm asking you to understand. All I'm talking about is when you throw out a question like that. All right, and that's my fault, because both of y'all are absolutely right. I'm wrong, y'all are both right. Hold on to this moment, Kevin. It won't happen again. You're right. The point that I'm making is that when we're thinking about, when you throw up the question on the screen, top passes as opposed to a top runner, for example, I was just talking purely throwing the damn football. That's why I wasn't talking about anything else. So I get it. Y'all are right based on the question. I got it.
Right. Because honestly, if you look at the position, I don't think anybody's ever thrown the football better than, like, my top 3 would be Aaron Rodgers, Dan Marino, and Warren Moon.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, like the way they spun the football, the way they placed it, the accuracy, whether they could throw it on. No, not to me. Not to me. Dan Fouts is up there, though. Dan Fouts. And so, like, when you look at the way they threw the football, it was one thing. But when you go to passer of the football, that's why Aaron Rodgers climbs to the top of the list, is because his ability to push the football, be great statistically, but also not turn it over. And Lamar Jackson has also mastered that. How can I be great with the football? How can I be aggressive with the football, but also protect the football? That's part of passing. And I think Kevin was getting there as well. As great as Lamar is as protecting the football and producing in the pass game, let's not just say in throwing the ball, the early, let's go first half of Buffalo, that's where he lost it a little bit. Right, he had a great second half. And so for Lamar, with Molly asking, can he win a championship? I think this is the year. Yeah. Right?
I want him to win a championship.
There are just very few Patrick Mahomes. Not even very few. There's one of them. Right? Like there's one of them that the moment you put him in there, he was ready for every moment.
Yeah.
He was ready for regular season, first quarters, fourth quarters, 2-minute drills, everything. He was ready for it, right? He took the 1 L in the AFC Championship, and since then he's just been so hard to beat. And I think for Lamar Jackson, he's had to build a callus up of winning, and this is the year he overcomes and takes home the Lombardi.
Kyle Hamilton, visited with him yesterday, one of the best players in football. He told me on the first day of camp, John Harbaugh wrote on the board in the locker room an Ernest Hemingway quote: gradually, then suddenly. And what he meant by that was it's been a gradual climb up for the Baltimore Ravens.
No.
This is the suddenly.
Yeah, now's his time. Madden's top rookies look awfully similar to the NFL draft order, with one noticeably missing player. So the highest-ranked rookies are Travis Hunter, Ashton Genty, Abdul Carter, Mason Graham, and Will Campbell, with number 1 overall pick Cam Ward tied for 69th with an overall rating of 72. Kevin, why are you looking like that?
I watched every snap of Cam Ward last year. I went to University of Miami. This is not me being a homer. It's me being an educated football watcher. He is the closest prospect to Patrick Mahomes I've seen since Patrick Mahomes came into the league. This is offensive to everybody. It's offensive to the sport of football. He's not the top-rated Titans rookie. This is embarrassing. They had a draft, and the Titans said he's the best player in this class. And Madden says actually he's like 73rd. Google.com, Madden. That's why I asked
He plays a hard position.
RC, is it fair, that rating?
It is, because they want to see him play well at the position. It's easier to be a positional player than a quarterback. Cam Ward's going to be fine. It's about where he stacks up against the rest of the QBs. Relax, Kel.
Steve, on the big screen, where are you on this subject?
If I'm going to talk about a Tennessee Titan, it needs to be after they're winning games, not going into the season. Period. I have nothing else to say.
Your job is to talk about everybody.
Stephen, have a fabulous day. Bye, guys. Thanks for being here.